Hey Gemini, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things, okay? So this is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Gemini from the 18th all the way through the 24th. And I am going to continue to do a stack for the Sun, the Moon, and the Rising signs of Gemini to help you guys put a little bit of additional messages on the readings for yourself. So we're going to use the Psychic Tarot deck. We're also going to use the In-Between again because we're still at that crossover period of the mid-month. And then I will use the Sacred Geometry deck to give you all the base. We have a lot of oracles that are going to come out this week. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shuffle the details for the end, the Sun, the Moon, and the Rising, while I give you the details for this particular week. Okay? So, as you know, you guys are all in the flow for Saturday and Sunday, Gemini. You are in the Gemini Moon energy, so any Gemini Moons that are out there, those are your particular days. There's some really good days. Actually, Friday and Sunday of this upcoming week are the better energetic days of the week for many people. But when we have, we're going backwards because we're starting with you, Sunday. There's a lot of gorgeous energy that takes place. We have the Moon in Gemini, which has this trine with Jupiter in Aquarius. And so that's the energy of the expansion and bringing the new. That's a gorgeous energy that pops in. The only thing that is a little bit wonky for you potentially that you might be feeling is on Sunday, and that's going to be where there's the square with the whole Neptune and Pisces energy. So the Neptune energy is the energy of like the hangman. It's like your perspective. And, you know, the Piscean energy that kind of wants to come through is the moon energy, right? So it's almost like you've got double moon energy that kind of shows up there. And it's really just highlighting things that need to come to the surface. So I'll just put it that way. Saturday is a very, very good day. Saturday we start to enter into the sign of Scorpio Sun. So if you have any of those placements, then obviously that's going to be important for you. I'll continue on. But Saturday looks to be a pretty decent day. Friday is belonging to Taurus. Thursday and Friday belong to Taurus. So Venus is very much in play because we still have Libra up until the 22nd. The 22nd is when we go into Scorpio season. So happy birthday to the late Libras and early Scorpios. So if you were happy to catch it because of one of these, then there you go. So we have the Moon in the sign of Taurus on those couple days. So Taurus is our practical, steady eddies in the universe. Very traditional a lot of the time with their thoughts, very slow and methodical, but very, you know, they get there at the end, right? We think about our Knight of Pentacles when we think about our Taurus, but they are the Hierophant sign, so there's a few other things that go with that. When we move into the energy of Wednesday, we have the energy of Taurus. That's our full moon. Excuse me, I said Taurus, Aries. The full moon in Aries, it's Aries energy. So full moon, opportunity to release what no longer serves you, the lessons that you learned within the past 30 days. Let those go. So opportunity for full moon release, new moon wishes, replacing those different types of things if you really want to do that. Again, Tuesday belongs to Aries. And then Monday is another groovy day where we have both Mercury starting its forward momentum and Jupiter starting its forward momentum. So that is a lot of big energy that's going to hit people this particular week. Again, this is one of the reasons why I try to break the energy down week by week to help people out. So even though Mercury is coming out of retrograde, we still will be feeling it a lot. Some people will finally, it'll kick off to its final burst when we hit the week of the, when we hit Friday the 22nd, when it starts to go into Scorpio season. But having had said that, there is always a shadow period, so it can be another week for people to feel it, which is why we say until the end of October in reality, okay? It's kind of same thing with Jupiter going direct. Jupiter is the planet of the Wheel of Fortune, expansion and wisdom and abundance for a lot of people. So abundance doesn't always have to mean money. I always have to tell you guys that. Abundance can be time. It can be resources. It can be people that were waiting maybe until Mercury went direct to reach out for contracts and collaborations and things of that nature. So whatever abundance means to you, whatever it is that you are asking the universe to support you with, that's what's going to start showing up more in the natural by this end of the week. Okay, so just want to make sure I put that out there. So it is a good time to make sure that you are bringing out any of those plans or ideas that you had for what was going on for Mercury retrograde this week, and start really examining it at the beginning of the week. Okay, and give yourself some time and kind of contrast and compare sort of what kind of showed up for you in your thought process. Okay, so overall, like I said, Friday and Sunday are going to be the better days, and of course, if you're using the energy of here and here, if you're using the energy of the full moon to help you, then guns a-blazing on Wednesday when we swap into the new year, Aries. Okay, so this will be for the sun, this will be for the rising, and this will be for the moon of our Geminis. I will read those at the end of this general here, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. A lot of you being very, very clearly influenced by what was going on with the Magician, aka Mercury, clearly, because that kind of rules, changes, intellect, reasoning, communication. So let's see what we have for our Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Thank you. That was super fast. Ooh. You have the Merkaba healing all levels of your being, okay? The Merkaba or Merkaba, however you think about it. I will read the crystal suggestions at the end of the reading. Here happens to be my Merkaba. It is, which one is this one? Obsidian. This is an obsidian version. I have some smaller, tinier versions, but this is the Merkaba. And what it does is it represents the light body, your physical light body, your travel mechanism as you are doing your work. It also represents your energetic space, your protective field. So I always recommend that people get one, even if it's a little teeny tiny baby one, because sacred geometry really does help to ramp up kind of what's going on within your development. Okay, having had said that, you can also take a still if you don't happen to have this particular deck, or you can go online and find different parts of sacred geometry, print it out and use it. Okay, just do it. But we will talk about the Merkaba healing all levels of being. It is 4 energy, so there's something to do with additional stability that's coming for you this particular week, and stabilizing your energy. Okay, so let's see what we have. So Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Let's go ahead and lay out all the cards. We have a lot to get through. Just in that order, huh? Yes. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Can I have Saturday and Sunday, please? Saturday and Sunday. Woohoo! Thank you. Well, I like to see that at the end of the week. Okay. So what we have going on here are choices and changes. A lot of things that have been going on that have been an emotional turmoil for you over this past potential period of time. I'm going to explain the cards that I have here. And again, you guys know that this deck is not meant specifically to be read in the reverse. So I'm going to honor the ones that showed up in reverse with a deeper dive with our Psychic Tarot deck. Excuse me, with our in-between deck. This is the Psychic Tarot. And then if I need to go further, I will use the Steady Eddie, my little babies, the White Sage Tarot. We have a lot of oracles that are going to come out as well. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, yeah. a lot of challenges with thought process, a lot of challenges with what you feel have been stable for you, trying to heal something that you have removed yourself from. Anytime you are removing yourself from something that was no longer serving you, it's natural to have a little bit of a healing process that accompanies that, because you spent a lot of time and effort in a situation or doing a thing, and now you're switching it up. So the 2 cards that showed up in the reverse position that I really want to spend time on are going to be here Monday and Tuesday, when we're going through these forward direct momentums with Jupiter and Mercury. Okay, but let me explain what we have here. We have the Empress in the reverse position. We have fertility. Okay, we have Venus herself, the Divine Mother, showing up right here. Fertility, Libra, Taurus energy absolutely showing up here. What we have on Tuesday is the energy of the Two of Swords. In this deck, it's called mental conflict. I think you can see that. Sometimes people call this being at a crossroads. What it means to me is that there's not enough information. You need to be at peace with the decision that you need to make between your head and your heart, but you don't have enough information at this particular moment, which is why, in my opinion, it's showing up in the reverse state. We will clarify. We have Mars coming in on Wednesday with the disruption. It's the same card as the Tower. Now, Mars does have some play this upcoming week, okay? So we will talk about that just a little bit, but as I've explained, I think Taurus got this as well, almost in the same position. When the Tower shows up, it is not, oh my God, type of energy. There's 2 reasons why the Tower shows up. It shows up because you couldn't or wouldn't be able to manage something on your own, and or the universe is coming in and diverting traffic and shifting something away from you that no longer is serving you, and they're trying to give you a little bit of protection. So either you called the Tower in, meaning divine guidance, or the Tower showed up because divine guidance is trying to, save you a little bit here. So that usually means a surprise. It can be a pleasant surprise. It can be something that maybe you weren't expecting. That's what a surprise is, right? But what I think we're getting towards here is, for me, it looks as though you are getting ready to have a beautiful surprise that comes up. It's going to be supportive for you in the long run. The next card that we have is the 6 of Cups energy. So 3 meanings with the 6 of Cups. I'm going to go through each one of them. The 6 of Cups means definitely that you have a strong spirit team that is with you. Your higher self, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your star family. That is what the 6 of Cups is. We are here. We are helping you. You called us in, and or we see something that needs your support. You are thinking also sometimes of pleasurable things of the past, especially if you're getting over something that was hurting you. We will clarify those. And there's nothing wrong with that. Putting a little opportunity to raise your vibration by thinking of pleasurable things is one of the easiest ways to raise your vibration, especially if you're going through a challenging time in your life, a shift, a change. We're all going through a shift and a change. But that's one of the easiest ways to raise your vibration, is to think about something that was pleasurable to you, right? The other thing that comes in is potential that there's someone from the past that could potentially be showing up, okay? And I guess the other one really kind of goes with the pleasurable moments, is that youthful enthusiasm that you think of with children, okay? So pleasant memories from the past, okay? Potentially someone stepping back in. The next card that we have here is the 3 of Wands. So this one is titled Partnerships and Alliances. So the 3 of Wands is the energy of you saying, I've made a choice with the 2 of Wands, and now I'm walking that path. And Spirit kind of meeting you and go, yep, you decided. Because whenever you have the 2, you can go left or you can go right. It really doesn't make a difference. They just want you to make a decision so that they can tag the team in and walk with you on that path. So the 3 of Wands is the energy of, and they want me to talk about both energies of it. They want me to talk to you about saying goodbye to something completely, like watching something sail off into the sea, or they're waiting for you to, and this is why they say your ship's coming in, waiting for this ship to come in. You're walking through it and you're waiting for this energy. So it is a little bit of waiting, but there is a little bit more forward momentum that is with it, because there was a choice that was made that is supporting you, okay? Now, the next card that we have here is the Nine of Swords. Now, usually it's titled Suffering in Silence here. For me, based upon the other cards that I'm seeing here, this is not suffering in silence. This is like, oh my God, I'm so excited that I can't like get myself to like calm down and go to sleep. That's the energy that I'm getting here based upon the way that the cards are laid out. There is a series of exciting feelings, thoughts, emotions that are coming up. And if you're having problems sleeping, you know, that can have something to do with it. But whatever this was, it was this tiny. It was very temporary. So that's why I'm saying that it was very exciting energy that's popping up for you this particular week. And then we end the week again with another 3, the rejoice and celebration. That's the energy of the 3 of Cups coming together, celebrating, like minds coming together. It's just this energy of joy and this being in the energy of like receiving what the universe wants you to be able to receive. So that is actually a really, really good reading. Okay. I want to point out the numerology of this really, really quickly because I think it's very important. We have 3, 3, and we have 3 that's sitting here. So 333 is the energy of the Divine Masters stepping forward. I think you guys already know that, but look it up in case you need some more information about that. 333 is sitting here. So 333, talking about the 4 energy of the stability, right, of where you need to be, whether it's body, mind, spirit, you know, the whole emotional component that comes with it, is here for you this week, Gemini. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, because this seems very straightforward to me, is I want to spend a little bit of time really digging into these majors that are here. These 2 that were in the reverse position, and then this Tower card. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move on into that here really, really quickly. They said, no, you're not. Okay, what do you want me to do? They want me to pull your Master card first. So we're going to use the Keepers of the Light, and they want a representative of the Ascended Masters to step forward. So who do we have for our Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow, we have 2. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is super cool. Okay. The first card that we have is Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Experiencing grace, meaning the universe is stepping in to help you. Share your gifts with grace. So whatever the abundance is that you get this particular week, even if it's just a little wee bit and you're starting to like, you know, calculate those up and, you know, grab them, share those. Share the gifts, share the bounty of what it is. And if you have something to say, make sure that you are saying it to people. Otherwise, they're saying waves of inspiration of love also are coming to you from the universe. And the other card that you have here is a no BS card. You have the Shekinah, which is the sacred self. Okay. Isn't that a gorgeous image right there? I just love these cards. The Shekinah is talking about unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Realize that there are ebbs and flows and all the things that have to happen. So I really want to get into this Tower card. Are we ready, universe? Yes, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to go in with the in-between, and we're going to take a look at what is going on for our Geminis with this fertility card. Empress in the reverse position. Technically, if I was using a different deck, the Empress in the reverse position means you're chasing something and not allowing it to come to you. So the Empress doesn't want to be chasing. That's not her natural element. Her natural element is kicking back, receiving, and allowing the universe to shine and spread light and love on her. She's in that. She's in the maternity stage of creation. So she's not going to spend her big energy chasing things. So I think, well, I'll just let the cards kind of validate. But what I think is that there is a turnover or a switchover of something that you've asked the universe for, and you just are not allowing yourself to stop and see what it is that they're providing to you. But let's just see what we've got going on here. Okay, so let's focus for our Gemini on why Empress is in the reverse position. Taurus, Libra energy. Looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Thank you. Okay. Relationship for sure for some of you. Wow, we have the 8 of Cups transitioning into the 9 of Cups. Yeah. Ooh, we have the Tower in reverse with the Star card. And we have the Hierophant. Okay. So we definitely have Taurus energy that's up in here based upon the Hierophant, but we also have the Lovers. So let's take a look at this. Let's put this together for you as best as I can. Okay. All right. Fertility, the Empress. We're going to talk about her both ways, okay? The Empress in the past, okay, right? Let's do it this way. Maybe it'll make more sense if I put the storyline this way. The 8 of Cups into the 9 of Cups is the energy of walking away from something. You had to walk away from something. And what you're doing is you're trying to find your peace in this boat of solitude by yourself. I'm going to put it like this, okay? And that is going to get you to the point where you are going to realize that what I need to be happy is over here, which is why you walked away. And now you're at that central energy of just trying to relax. What they're sharing is that this Tower moment showed up, okay? We got this Tower that's coming because you asked for something to happen, and therefore the final piece of what needs to get shaken out of your environment has to be here, right? So the Tower with the Star is really talking about the fact that you are you're challenging this change a little bit that's coming. You're challenging it. So I believe that this is something that you started, and what this had to do with was a commitment, because we have the Hierophant with the Lovers here. This is an exchange of information. This is an exchange of, what's the word? I'm not going to use marriage or vows, but what it is, it's the exchange of information. So the Hierophant is here with those Lovers trying to have this exchange of information. So some of you, like I said, you walked away from a situation, a partnership potentially of some sort. There wasn't the commitment there that you were looking for, and therefore you're just waiting. That is why the Empress showed up in the reverse position. You are trying to do more, right? You were waiting for the information to come through. You walked away from something. Let me just clarify this. You walked away from something in the past, even if it was conceptually, even if you only did it in your mind, you didn't physically do the steps. You're walking away and you're realizing, I got to go do this in order to go get my happy. Okay? You're avoiding something though. And therefore in your avoidance, you're not allowing the universe to shower you with the thing that you want to create. So I would be all about this full moon on Wednesday, completely releasing the stuff from the old, because you cannot allow something new to come in unless you release the old stuff. It doesn't work. You literally can't do it. There's got to be space for this new thing to come in. What this is talking about is union. And it's talking about more of sharing the information. This is receiving and sharing a conceptual idea, collaboration, if you will. So it could either have been a lover, a love companion. It could have been a work type of a situation, because the lovers don't always necessarily mean, a romantic relationship. It does mean someone that you spent a lot of time with. So it's, it could even be aunt, uncle, cousin. I mean, it could be anybody that you were close to, but there is this change that needed to happen. Maybe some harsher words were said in the past or something of that nature. But there wasn't necessarily the level of commitment for sharing. This person was talking and you weren't listening, or you were talking and they weren't listening. That's kind of the energy of what was going on there. Okay, moving forward. Therefore, the 2 of Swords energy, trying to get at peace between your head and your heart. Let's see what we had going on with Gemini here. Six of Swords in the reverse position. Yeah, not moving forward. Not moving forward. There it is again, the Devil in the Tower. Your temptation. What are you being tempted by? What's going on? 3 of Coins, 4 of Coins, collaboration again. Being stuck about making a decision. Really, this could be, should I or should I stay or should I go type of an energy. Whether it's work related or relationship based or project based, whatever the case may be. That's what's going on here. So this, I realize this is a little bit difficult, but you know, this energy of all these swords, you know, at least in this position, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it anyway. You're not even, like, weren't even trying to go there. The Devil and the Tower again, temptation showing up here. Like, what is going on? Why are you being so tempted with something that's not for you, right? And then the final card that shows up, this is definitely about a Three of Coins moment. Recognition, rewards, collaboration, learning, coming together, apprenticeship, the beginnings of a new foundation, whatever that situation is, that's kind of what has been shaking your foundation a little bit, okay? Therefore, Mars comes in and goes, enough of this boo-boo, let's just clear this shit out. So let's find out what's going on here with this Tower card, okay? Gemini. Wednesday's full moon in Aries. What do we have going on for our Gemini? We have the High Priestess. Wow. We have the Emperor. Holy buckets and Eight of Wands. Because of all of this, I need some clarification. Well, High Priestess is saying, yeah, and in order for you to be in your authority, okay, that's basically what's going on. There's information with regards to your authority, on authority, self-will, your own like strength in a particular position that's getting ready to pop through. The Emperor is all about organization, but also organization. So he can be about job, okay? But he's also definitely talking about getting your collective poop in a group so that you can get to the next thing. The Eight of Wands energy is a lot of fast incoming communication. Okay, so there could be an awareness of something shifting within a job or something shifting within your requirement for organizing that needs to get you to the next level. Give me a card on the High Priestess and the Emperor, please. Queen of Swords in the reverse position. Being more heart-based instead of being more analytical about something. Libra energy. Thank you. The Moon. Yep. The Moon in reverse. So there's an awareness of something that's on its way for you. So what's being shaken out? Do you want me to use all these three? Yes. Page of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, but then you got the Three of Wands in the upright position. Okay. So what we have here, wow, this is a whole storyboard in its own. You have an awareness, Gemini. You have an awareness of what is going on with the strength of this union, this organization, whether it's you being organized or an actual organization. I'm surprised I didn't see the Hierophant come out, but that's okay. Not getting what you need with this Page of Cups in the reverse position, this cup of love or this cup of new opportunity is not coming to you at this particular moment, regardless of whether it's physical person or a conceptual idea about something. It's not necessarily going to bring you any new pentacles. Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. This would not have fulfilled you anyway, and therefore the Three of Wands shows up again. It's time to move forward, and you need to finally make this decision about what it is that you need to move forward. So if you are on the fence, potentially about a relationship, trying to shift out of a relationship or a friendship or whatever your situationship is, even including a working kind of a thing. Again, this is about stability for you. Please realize that the universe is trying to shake any doubt away from you at this particular moment. And I would say this is like your green light to go, go. Should I stay or should I go? Go. That is what this is trying to tell you. That is what the Tower wants to be able to represent for you this Wednesday on the release. And again, you are going to spend a little bit of time pining about it, just a little bit, but you're very quickly going to realize that you're going to have new partnerships and alliances coming into. It's very possible that someone from the past could pop up, and therefore, very, very quickly, that's where the excitement comes from, because you're excited about letting this go so that you can rejoice in the celebration. So whatever this change is that's showing up for you, and I will do a clarifier here on this Three of Wands because it showed up again. Whatever's showing up for you, it is the best case scenario for you. Okay, so let me get another card or two on this partnerships and alliances on Friday, the 22nd. We don't have a lot of Gemini energy. Again, it's Taurus, practical energy. We do have Libra and Mars together. Okay, I think we talked about that last week. Mars comes in to shake things up. It definitely is there Thursday, Friday. Mars comes in to shake things up with Libra about we have to shake this up. How do we make it balanced? The only thing that's in its place is the energy of Pluto. And the energy of Pluto is really the energy of judgment. Like I said, it's reviewing. It's allowing the universe to come in. It's allowing the be ready to receive. It's second opportunities and second chances that are trying to come into your experience, mixed in with the energy of what Capricorn is doing from a duty and perseverance perspective. So that's a lot that shows up on Thursday, and also it shows up again on Friday. But what's gorgeous about that is that when the sun transitioned into Scorpio, that's it. Scorpio is the death card. End of the old bullshit, and let's bring in the new hotness, right? That is exactly what is showing up for you. The practical energy of what Taurus is doing is the physical, tangible, touchable things about what Venus wants to be able to give you, right? So there are a lot of conversations with Mars and Libra still at the very beginning of the day, but by the end of it, it kind of like works itself out. So let's just go ahead and see what we've got on this day with partnerships and alliances. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Five of Swords. And we have the Eight of Cups. Yes, Queen. The Tower in reverse. King of Wands. The Devil. Yes, Queen. This absolute, or King, sorry. This has a lot to do with the decision. It all starts with what it is that you're waiting for. So you definitely are carrying this energy from previous time into this particular week. So the clarifier for the Three of Wands, which showed up again with this Tower for you, is this. Look, partnerships and alliances to make me happy and get me to the point of being, happy, fat, dumb, and happy. the nine of Cups being fulfilled, right? I've got to let go of this Five of Swords energy. Now, the Five of Swords energy isn't always bad, but it is tricky. So the Five of Swords energy says, if there was a thought process about conflict and defeat, that is just completely in your mental thought process. That's something that you can control and you can get rid of at any time. But it also says, stick up for yourself. The only thing I tell people is when the Five of Swords comes up, watch how you say what it is that you're getting ready to say so that you're not bringing any negativity back to you. You can win the argument. So if there's an argument to be won, you definitely are in the great position to win the argument. I would just say watch your words cautiously. Cautiously watch your words, okay? And then it has a lot to do with you leaving. Eight of Cups energy. Like I said, you've done everything that you can do. It's time to move on. You're graduating to the next point, okay? At the bottom of the deck, now you've realized it because the Tower has delivered what it needed to do. It's releasing you from this job, situation, project that has been a little bit, the best thing about the King of Wands is that he is entrepreneurial. The worst thing about the King of Wands is that he's very ego-driven. Okay? Capricorn energy, releasing yourself from this bind that holds you. You're done. This Pluto energy is like you've stooped in this energy long enough. You've tried to figure this out. This Four of Swords in reverse is like, yeah, I'm done. Three of Pentacles energy. Work. Apprenticeship. Same energy that's here. It's the same thing, guys. Okay? So, again, you're excited about it. You might have a little bit of nervousness, but you're actually excited about it. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is saying here. And at the end of the day, you're going to be rejoicing and celebration because something else is showing up for you very, very quickly. Again, experience the grace of what the universe is trying to give you this particular week. Feel it, love it, own it, and know that the Shekinah, the sacred self, is like higher self, oversoul, I am presence coming in, letting you know, hey, I'm here. We're helping. See, we got this. We're trying to help you out. Okay, I really love, this was a really, really good reading, you guys, because this means that you are finally shifting. This is the week where you're going to start seeing things move forward. You are no longer going to feel crazy. You are no longer going to feel like you have to be tied to this particular situation, and you definitely have another offer that is going to show up very quickly to replace the old stuff, and or you're giving your 2 weeks notice and you're telling someone to get bent. Whoever it is that you're separating yourself from, this is for you and your best and highest good. Okay. All right. We have a lot of oracles that want to come out. So I'm going to push these little dudes up and give ourselves a little bit of space. Okay. Such a good reading. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously. All right. We have the dragons that want to come through and have some conversation. Okay. I have a couple of my dragons on the table today. Look at my little gorgeous little obsidian dragon. Hi! Clarity, communication, throat chakra. So the dragons wanted to come out. For those of you that understand the esoteric, you understand that the dragon energy is surfacing very, very quickly right now. So let's see what the dragons want to say to the Geminis. And then we'll do a numerology card. And then we'll do a Starseed Oracle card. And then we'll get into the sun, moon, and rising. Ready. Thank you. You know, you got to pop all the way out, friend. Thank you. Gemini. Wow. Okay, so you actually, I don't know, maybe some of you guys are on the cusp. Maybe some of you guys are on the cusp with Taurus, because this is the same card that they got. This is the Golden Christed Dragon. It brings you the higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. So I'm going to talk about it again. Okay. The Golden Christed Dragon. Okay. Let's talk about the galactic grid, aka the Christ grid, aka the masters. You got your Buddha, you got your Jesus, you got your Maitreya, you got so many different masters that embody the Christ light, the galactic grid, the energy of the best harmonics that come through from the solar light system. Okay, so it doesn't mean Jesus the Christ, but that's where the Christos came from. It has to do with this higher level of light from the galactic. We're talking 3D, transitioning into 4D, transitioning into 5D. So if you understand those terminologies, they're trying to tell you at this particular moment, you are transitioning very, very quickly from the thought process and graduating from the 3 up into the 5. Keep the ideal of what the 5D means to you. What is it that you want your world to look like? Because that is what's being designed right freaking now. Okay, so that's really a gorgeous card to get. Just stay high vibe, which is why the Shekinah is here. They're trying to help you. Okay, now let's go into our numerology card really, really quickly. What do we have for our Gemini? Thank you. La 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 la. Get in tune with your spiritual self, Gemini, and or you are very in tune with your spiritual self, and that's exactly what they're trying to tell you. Make sure that you stay high vibe with these different changes and trust that the universe has got your back on this particular situation. Okay, concluded. So let's bring out the Starseed Oracle and let's see what the Starseed Oracle wants to relay to our Gemini. Metatron. Okay, Metatron is Metatron, the boss of all of the archangels. Like, that's my grid. Make sure you're telling people. Yeah, I got you on that one, bro. Archangel Metatron, and I'll just show you the symbol. That is his symbol right here. Is the director of how the energy comes through from the Christ grid. So I got you. Yes, and it's all, no, it's not, because that one is the Merkaba that's actually on these cards. But we'll talk about that. Which one also has it? Show them the card. What card? Show them the card. Well, this is the only one that actually has it in its face. So Metatron's cube is responsible. Metatron, the boss of the archangels. Okay. They want me to talk about the grids more. Okay, so Archangel Metatron is responsible for the Christ grid. That is his realm. That is what he manages. All of the energies coming in and out. His twin brother, Sandalphon, manages the earthen grid from Gaia herself. Okay, so the energy of the crystals, the energy of the grid of earth that surrounds it, things of that particular nature. Just wanted me to put it out there so we talk about these things. Oh, merciful Lord. Here we go. Got a couple of different messages. I'm not really surprised. Firstly, yeah, some of you definitely are on the cusp of Libra. I'm sorry, Taurus. The reality of the situation is that Earth is a school. And you made a decision to come down here and experience the great shift together. And that's what's going on. Soul lessons and soul growth. That's what this whole process is in a nutshell. All this is for your soul's growth. It's also about study and higher learning and graduation. Getting to the next level. Okay? All paths lead home. Inner authority. Your intuition. And turn your gaze within. Okay. So I say that about the masters because... all roads, all paths, all levels of spirituality eventually lead because it leads you inside so that you can receive and create the inside and then your outside matches up to that. Okay, so what you're being asked to do is go with whatever your pantheon or labyrinth is and go within. All paths lead home. To turn your gaze within. Your intuition is not incorrect. Double mission. Damn. Lightworker, Starseed, you've got to serve the world by being you. So you are of the world, okay, but not in it. In the world, but not of it. Meaning you have to ground yourself, okay? You got to ground yourself, Starseed. You don't want to be here on Earth. You don't want to be doing the different things. You're tired of all the dramatics and whatnot. You want to go home to the stars, but you agreed to come down here and do the damn thing. So what you have to do is make sure that you're grounded, because when you're grounded, you are more highly connected in. You're balancing your chakras when you get grounded, okay? But you have also a mission on this planet, not only to serve yourself and your higher growth, but what you're doing just by being here and being you is also serving the planet. Double mission. Please make sure that you realize that sometimes it's not always just about you. There's other folks to consider as well. And then finally, the great severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love a little bit. That's exactly what is going on here with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, Swords in the reverse position. A lot of dramatics, a lot of anger needs to be released and softened to love instead of being so harsh for yourself, and realize that you can manage that energy very beautifully on your own where you can. Mars energy, like I said, pushing up, forcing things to happen at this particular moment in time is... It's there for a reason. It's to help shake things up and help to get you to sift things out so that you can move forward with a lot of ease and grace. Did I miss anything else, you guys? No, I did not. So at this time, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the additional messages for the sun, the moon, and the rising sign. So if you are a Gemini sun, your additional messages are this. First, from the Earth... oh my gosh, Earth Magic deck, Wind, you're being activated right now. This is a part of your spiritual activation, and you need to be able to appreciate that, okay? The other thing that comes up is manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion, or Orion, I think it's Orion, yeah. He was one of the archangels, energies, if you will, however you want to calculate and correlate that energy. He is the energy of someone that earned his rank with his energy by doing what it is that he needed to do. But thank Orion for manifesting the miracles into your world. You can call on him if you'd like for the additional support, but this is already showing up for you. You called this in. Like I said, some of you called this in and you're like, universe, please help me. Guess what? They answered. And the last card that you have from my Black Moon Astrology deck is the Saturn Returns card, okay? And the Saturn Return, we're talking about the fact that Saturn just went direct. Saturn is the energy. Well, for me, it's the energy of the Judgment card, okay? It is the World card, but it is also Judgment, and that's what they're trying to tell you. age, Saturn age, the return of the age of judgment, better judgment and growth and expansion. So really Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto for me are all up in this requirement of you reading your chart and figuring out where those placements are, Gemini, okay? And if you need help, reach out, okay? So that is what I have for you. If you are a Gemini rising, here's what the universe is trying to tell you. Hello, we're shaking it up. Tsunami, wake up call. I really feel that you have a lot of Taurus energy in your chart. You should probably go back and take a look at that reading, okay? So wake up call. There are signs from heaven or signs from the universe that are available to you if you're paying attention to them. Thank you for sending me the reminders of your presence. So whoever is in your pantheon, you know, whether it's Eastern, Western, whatever, it doesn't make a difference. Call and thank your people, okay? Ninth house. Ninth house in this deck is titled Faith, and that's really kind of what it is. It's the most likely outcome of all the different things that are going to show up in your environment based upon the way that I do readings, but it absolutely is the energy of the Three of Wands. That's exactly what this one is. What you want. What you want wants you, okay? And you're going to get it, all right? So that is what I have for my rising signs. If you are a Gemini moon, we have the energy of the green man, synergy. So this is outside energy, this is grounded energy, this is expansive energy, synergy, things that are coming through, things naturally working and weaving the way that they need to be able to work. What you have here is also peace and harmony. Oh, Archangel Raguel is here, inviting you to take advantage of the additional peace and harmony that comes with this particular situation for yourself. Thank you, Raguel, for sending surrounding harmonious light into my world. And like I said before, Mercury is all up in the business for many of you that are feeling it. So that communication, that thought process that we have, what is it that you've learned? What is it that you're communicating? Those different types of things are exactly what it is that you need to be able to embody. Your mental thought process. Think about where this is in your mental thought process. So Mercury retrograde really did help, and it's pushing you further into your next level of development. All right, so Gemini, hopefully you were able to get a lot of information and learning from this particular reading. If you did, I really appreciate a thumbs up. Helps the algorithms and helps new people find me. If you are looking for more expanded information, make sure that you're taking a look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and your north node. Please make sure that you comment below if you have any questions for me, but look in the description box below. I am available for personal one-to-one readings. You can go to peonylore.com. You can book a session with me, take a look at the stuff that's in the shop. But yeah, I'm interested in helping anyone help to navigate to their next levels within this ascension process, and so I'd love to work with you if you're called to it. Other than that, many, many, many blessings. We'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.